but I fell in with a fast crowd. Do you know what I mean? And soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem, oh baby. I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. I was reading this. I hadn't seen it. So I guess for me, I left out a line, but the line that would make me appreciate this and really get it out to whoever I'm speaking to, which is it helps stop odors and wetness. Because, you know, women, if we're wearing a blouse and we raise our arm or anything like that, now, personally speaking, I wouldn't have any of you use any form of antiperspirant. It's very dangerous. There's only one deodorant that you can use that is not toxic to the body, and that's the original Old Spice. Just so you know. No antiperspirant, it's not good. So let's have you guys try it 3 times, 3 different ways. I'm gonna watch you. Turn on your microphone, Jim. And don't listen to each other.
I sweat.
I sweat.
Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd. I go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to
I knew I had a
dial
problem. Oh, baby, I knew
help stop odor and wetness.
to dial
See, when I just perspired, I'd use
help
anything
stop odor and wet.
wet. So I
See,
need
when I just
dial.
perspired, I'd use anything.
I
But I sweat.
Oh, I used to go
So
to
I
parties
dial
I used to go to parties and perspire to be
but I
sociable.
fell in with a
I
fast crowd.
sweat.
With a fast crowd.
I used to go to parties.
I go to parties and just
I knew I had a
plain
problem.
sweat.
Oh,
But I
baby,
fell
I
in
knew
with
it.
a
Knew I had
fast
a
crowd.
I
problem.
turned to dial
Soon
Baby,
I'd go
I
to parties
knew
and just plain
Stop
sweat.
dial
I knew I had a
and I
It
just
problem.
helps stop
perspired.
odor
Oh,
and
baby,
wetness.
I knew it.
See, when I
But I
just
sweat.
So I turned
perspired,
to
I'd
dial
use
I
anything.
antiperspirant.
need dial
But I
It helps stop
sweat.
odor and wetness.
So I need
I
dial
sweat.
See,
antiperspirant.
when I
used to
just
go to
perspired,
parties and
I'd
perspired
use
to be
anything.
social.
I sweat.
But I
I
sweat.
fell in with a fast crowd.
Oh, I
Dial
used to go to
Soon I'd
parties
go
and
to parties
perspire to
and
be
just
social,
plain sweat.
but I fell in with a fast
Oh,
crowd.
wait,
So I
I
used to
knew
go to
it.
And I
parties and
If I
perspire to be
turned to
social.
dial
sweat.
But I
antiperspirant,
fell in with
it
a
helps
fast
stop
crowd.
odor and wetness. See,
Knew I
Go to
had a
parties
problem.
and
when I just
just plain
perspired,
sweat.
Oh, baby,
I'd
I
use
knew it.
anything.
I knew I had a
Turned to
problem.
Sweat.
Oh,
dial
baby.
So I need
I
dial
knew it.
antiperspirant.
It
So
helps
I
stop
turned to dial
odor and
antiperspirant.
wetness.
I
See, when I
use
just
odor and
perspired,
wetness.
I'd use
I
anything.
just perspired.
But I
I'd
sweat.
use anything.
So I
But
need
I
dial
sweat.
antiperspirant.
So I need dial antiperspirant.
So let's break this down. Barbara, also I want to see, I'd like to see earrings that are the color of this beautiful teal color you have on. Can you-
Yeah, right now?
No, those are really pretty, but I'm just saying it would really pop you with that color next to your face. You know,
Okay.
with that, bringing that color up to your face, it would pop you. So let's break this down because this is a really, really weird commercial, I think. So Patrick, what do you think they mean by I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable?
It's a little weird. It sounds like um, it's okay if you sweat and you go to parties that are sort of low key where there's not, or you're with a crowd where nothing too exciting is going to happen and you're going to sit around and play board games. And, you know, these are people that like go to bed at 10 o'clock and it's just easy and social.
That's good. That's one way. I like that. That's excellent. Anybody else have another definition? I mean, because you could be used several different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's really good. Anybody else have a feel what it might mean to you? I mean, for me, when I would perform and get off stage, I didn't go to parties because I wasn't sociable. So for me, this line would mean I was so shy. I'd do my show on stage, but the minute I get around people, I'd be sweating just trying to talk to them. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of work to it. So that could be, you know, a form of maybe shyness or, you know, maybe something like that. So Barbara, take the second part. So I fell in with a fast crowd and I go to parties and just plain sweat. What do you think that means?
Well, a fast crowd means that they're in some ways just more forgiving. It's like they're crazy, they're wild, they're, you know, maybe dance. They're not playing board games. They're dancing and, you know, doing drugs or maybe having sex. I don't know. And you're gonna sweat when you're in that kind of atmosphere.
Excellent. Does anybody else have a feel for that too? Different way? Anybody else see it differently? Okay. Because I also, you know, now they're into it, but they're just, no matter what they do, they're just sweating. That's a problem. It's not from nervousness. It's just they have a problem. All right. So, Jim, you want to take the next one?
Which one? I knew I had a problem?
Yeah.
I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to Thai person. So the person is aware that he or she sweats a lot, and that needs to be taken care of. That's
Yes.
what I understand.
And I think the oh baby is to yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Oh baby, it's almost what I would call an aside. But you can also say it if you're talking to a good friend as a laughable line. Oh baby, I knew I had a problem. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it that way too. Alicia.
The next line.
Mm-hmm.
It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything.
Okay. So what do you think that means?
I think they're saying it, what it does, and they're saying, when I just perspired, they were desperate and they would just use anything. Or they're saying when they just perspired a little bit, they'd use anything.
Well, and also, yes, odor and wetness.
Yeah.
Odor's a whole nother thing.
Right. So they were saying like ordinarily they would just use anything.
Right.
But this calls for something a lot more.
Yes. So Rebecca, take that last line.
Okay, but I sweat, so I need dial onto Persipirant. I think that he's like he or she is confirming that he sweats a lot and that it's normal, but he needs to do something for controlling that, just to like not annoy other people and don't feeling so uncomfortable with him.
Excellent. You know, I one time made a big mistake and gave Robin Williams some deodorant as a present. I gave him soap and deodorant. Well, you know, he never said anything, but it had nothing to do with him in that vein. It had to do with all the hair on his body. So when he perspired, the hair would bring out this horrific odor. I mean, serious odor that you just want to die. You'd want to go, Robin, because it was just acid. Well, now we know he was sick always. He had that sickness. So I'm going to say, Jim, why don't you start first? I'm going to put you on speaker view so the rest of us turn off our videos. And now we'll be able to do just Jim very low. Oh, why am I just getting you, Alicia? How do I get Jim on?
I'm the only one right now. I
Good.
must be up.
Okay, you are now. I see you. So now you're nice and big. Now I can really see you guys.
I just start. Okay. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and I just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use everything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
What's the clunking sound? Are you hitting something with your finger?
I constantly move my hands and it just hits the desk.
Yeah. So we're going to do it again. And now I want you to take a different view. I want you to laugh about how bad you used to be. And I want to see who you're talking to.
Okay. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I could use everything. But now I can't see the rest of the text.
I know. Alicia, what are you doing? Thank you, Alicia.
So I need dial antiperspirant.
So that was really nice, Jim. Did you feel how nice that was?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta let my dogs in. Hold on. They're just panicked out here. All right. Okay, come on. Come on, guys, you can come in. You can let them in, Royce. They're going crazy. Oh, what happened? Jim, where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, in you go.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Oh, it's okay. It's fun.
All right, so Patrick, can you time Jim?
Sure. My pleasure.
Now, Jim, come back.
Yeah, I'm here. Just a second, please. And
now, did you see how much nicer it was when he went for Jim when he laughed about it?
Yep.
okay, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem.
Okay, I'm going to stop you only because I don't mind a little bit of hands, but you're doing way too much with your hands.
Okay.
Keep them a little bit lower. You can start off with it, but then, you know.
Okay.
All right, let's start again.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
28 seconds.
Woo!
Nice.
Very good. Now, do you think that you can make it 30?
I can try.
I think you can. Are you guys getting a feel now for it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
Don't go down, take that last line. Wait, how long was that, Patrick?
30.
Perfect. Now come back and just take that last line, please.
Okay.
Jim.
Okay. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
There you go. I'm proud of you. You caught it yourself, didn't you? You knew exactly what I wanted. Good lad. Excellent. All right, let's bring up Barb.
Here I am. Change my glasses.
They're kind of interesting. They're huge on your face. Are you doing Iris Appel?
You said that last time. Yeah, I love her.
I do too. Well, you know I love her because look at all the crap I wear. Yeah, those are cute on you with this look, Barbara.
Thank you.
They do reflect, so I'm not getting to see your pretty eyes.
Still. Oh, well. There's not a lot I can do about that right now.
Okay. Oh, keep your head down. That's perfect. And that actually looks really good on you.
Great.
Okay, so here we go.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable. But I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helped stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Okay, so that was really good, Barbara. Can you turn down your sound just a little bit? It's making that whiny sound. I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure how to do that. Where do I go? Where do I go now?
Well, forget it. It's okay.
Okay.
So
I have to get out and come back in again to do it.
Keep your head down.
Okay.
That's where I want you to be, and just talk to me. I don't need too much animation on this.
Okay.
Just have the animation in your voice, Barbara, which you naturally do. And action.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helped stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Patrick, did you time that?
No, I didn't, because I didn't know if you wanted me to.
Okay, good. Barb, come back. Barbara?
Yes?
There you go. Okay, so that was good. You took my direction real well, except you moved your head up, so I couldn't see your cute eyes. So I liked what you did. You took my direction really well, so we're going to time it this time. Don't lose your little twinkle. Don't lose that cute Barbara-ism that I like so much. Just real. That's all, honey. All right, and action.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helped stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Just under 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you, Barbara. You already got the feel for it. That's amazing.
I thought you were going to be way over because the first half was like taking a while, and then you just ran through it with the ending.
I know. So it shows you guys that you can have different rhythms in it and still do 30 seconds. And biologically now, your biological clocks are feeling exactly what 30 seconds is. Do you
I'm
know
not
what-
going to get pregnant, am I?
Yeah.
I'm
Not
too
unless
old.
Not unless you have a biological partner. Okay, very good. Thank you, Barbara. Very nice.
Thank you, Tony.
30 seconds. Well, I'm happy. All right, let's bring up Rebecca. Rachel. Rebecca.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you tell me.
Here we go.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with the fast crowd, and soon I go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Okay, so that was really good. Rebecca, let's say the word uh, antiperspirant.
Oh, it's perspirant.
Okay, so if you went in and you saw this, I would have you, you know the way you take a word and you do the vowels, you cut up the syllables? So it'd be antiperspirant. So try to
Perspirant.
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 Try it again. Perspirant.
Perspirant.
There you go. Try it one more time.
Perspirant.
There you go. So in order to get your mouth there, I would say antiperspirant. Do you know what I mean? I'd take a little break so your mouth can get there. Try it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Try it.
like a break before I say like the hard word.
Yeah. Take always. So it gives your mouth and brain a chance to kind of coordinate on it. So let's
Okay.
do it again. This is a perfect one in this outfit for you. See, she'd be a young girl, just coming back from a party. Yeah. Yeah. No, I always say do that if it gets you into the mood.
Oh, okay, like go to parties.
There we go.
Okay. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I used anything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
That was so good. We're going to time you this time, but I like it. Oh, I used to go to parties and do it and perspire to be, do your little
Okay.
dance. It's cute.
I have a question. That's the real way to say it. Perspired? Perspire?
Perspire.
Perspire. Okay. Yeah, I was just.
So with this, I would do it in 2 syllables. Perspire.
Perspire.
Try it again.
Perspire.
One more time.
Perspire.
Excellent. Okay, here we go. Have a little fun with it. Don't be quite as serious.
Okay.
Okay, honey. And ready, Patrick?
Yeah.
And action.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I used anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
All right. How long? Hold on. How long was that?
30.
Great. Come back, Rebecca.
Okay.
Come back. I want you to use that, take that last line, Rebecca, come back.
Sweat, that one?
The last line, but I sweat. Take a break. So I need, you express need, dial, antiperspirant. Make your point. You kind of dropped it and let it go. But you did 30 seconds, which was brilliant. And I love the way you did it. Just don't throw away that last line. So do that last line for me.
Okay. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
There you go. Thank you, sweetheart. Perfect. Let's bring up Alicia. Oh, look at that cute picture of you, Rebecca. So cute.
Thank you.
I love that sweater on you. That's a good look to wear to a commercial.
Oh, okay. I'll have it there in my closet.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, a lot of personality there.
Thank you.
All right, Alicia.
Hey.
Hi.
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 Here I am.
Here you go.
I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd. And oh God.
All right, let's stop. So I want you to lower your chin a little bit. And again, I think the thing that throws you off, Alicia, is that you're looking in other places. And just trust that you know it. Okay? Who are you talking to? Talk to me.
Okay. I'm telling you about my sweaty parties.
Yeah, and lower your chin. Lower your chin. I know the lighting's not good there because your glasses are actually reflecting you, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I can't see your eyes at all.
Okay. I sweat. I used to go to parties to be sociable. I can't read it without my glasses, so I have to put them on.
All right, can you make it larger for yourself?
Let me see if I can.
Because those glasses are just, I can't even see your eyes.
Here. Nope, I can't. Okay, I'll just do it this way. Okay. No, we'll just do it this way. I'll just put them on. Yeah, the sharing thing on the little computer isn't working for me.
Can you get closer to your computer? Maybe that'll help. Because the light of your computer is literally reflecting in your glasses. No, if you need your glasses, put them on. Alicia. Let me see your glasses on now. Let's see.
It's the same thing.
Is it the computer that's hitting you?
It's because I switched how I was doing it this week to try and make it better, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, now I can't see you. There. All right, let me see. Put your head up. Let me see if that works.
Here, I'll change.
To camera. To camera. You're looking somewhere else. To me, there you go.
Okay. See, you can see when I look. It doesn't matter. Okay. I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable. No, I just have to wear the glasses. Too bad. Okay. I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I go to parties to just plain sweat. You know,
Can you turn your computer a different way? Can you just adjust the stand or anything? Barbara, turn off your sound.
Is that her wooing? Okay. I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and, Toni,
Actually, I thought you were doing pretty good,
no,
but
my eyes are just going everywhere, and I just don't understand this.
well, do you have this on paper?
No. It doesn't seem to matter what I do. My eyes go everywhere, and I don't understand why everyone else can do this and I can't, because I just look 1 inch to the left, and for me, it looks like I'm swooping across the room, and no one else has that problem.
I think it's because you're watching it.
I want to know honestly if everyone else has this memorized or if they're actually looking at the sides. That's what I want to know.
Any of you have it memorized?
No. In fact, when you sent them earlier, Alicia, I was like, I'm not even going to look at these until class.
Because I have these 4 days ahead of time, and I don't look at them on purpose because I want to do it the right way. But honestly, right now, I look at the camera, I look down, I look at the camera, I look down, and I look, and she always catches me looking, but none of the rest of you ever move your eyes and look. So how do you do it and I can't?
That's
what I don't
Depends
understand.
on where your camera is.
I'm on a laptop right now, 8 inches from the camera, and that's what I don't understand. What in the hell my problem is.
All right, well, show us where the camera is, honey. Show us looking at the camera.
The camera is right here. Here is my face, and the sides are right here on this 15-inch laptop. So that's what I don't understand.
And how far is the laptop away from the front of your face?
Maybe 20 inches.
That might be too far.
It might be too far.
I mean, how close are you to your?
Well, thanks to what you did for us, I'm looking at the camera right here, and underneath the camera is the copy. So I'm like glancing down, like looking in the camera and going.
I was doing that before, and this time I tried to have it on the side, like.
Well, but it's okay on the side. The thing is that this technique can throw you off for a long time. That's why it usually takes 12 weeks to 24 weeks.
Because it seems like if the camera were really away from me, like it would be if I were really on a commercial, you wouldn't even notice me looking. It seems you notice.
Why don't you go back a little bit?
You notice me looking because I'm 8 inches away from the camera.
So that might be it. So why don't you go back a little bit?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like I just waste your guys' time every week because it's the same problem every week.
Okay.
You don't.
You don't.
Okay, so I'm going to do it from back here. Okay.
Yeah. But look into camera. Here we go.
I'm in the camera. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. I can't see. Okay. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything. But I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
So here's what I would suggest for you. I think for you, you need to make it bigger, even if it makes you a bit smaller.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you do that right now? Make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
And I liked it when you're farther away.
Okay.
There you go. So now here's the deal. I want you to look into camera, Alicia, and just talk to me. Just okay. I don't want you to even look at this thing. No. Get your eyes off it. Alicia,
I'm looking at you. Okay, so I sweat a lot when I go to social events.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing people that made me a little nervous, and I really started to perspire a lot. Or I used to perspire, and now I sweat a lot. And I knew it was a problem, and I needed some better antiperspirant. So I started using dial antiperspirant, and that takes care of all the sweating.
So You did a good job, except I don't see you looking to the camera. Look at me. There's the camera, right where you are. You don't have to be on it like that, but you look beautiful. And I really like this look of you. So here, the technique is just to take it from there. Look at it. You can look at it. But look at the camera when you say it. For some reason, your eyes are going somewhere else. It's not there. No, look at me. There you are. That's camera. Do you need to put a red dot or something
No,
there?
there's a big green dot right there. Okay. It's a big green light. Hello. I'm here.
Let's try and
Okay.
have fun with it. Come on,
Okay.
just
Okay.
it'll come to you one day.
All right. Yeah. I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with the fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It stops odor and wetness. See, when I perspired, I would wear anything, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. So here's what I'm getting is happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're just having a little bit of difficulty taking it from the words into the camera because you don't trust yourself.
No,
But
I did the mirror thing. I really did, and that seems better. It's just when it's the camera.
But Alicia, I've had people go all the way up to the 9th and 10th week with me complaining about this, and then suddenly, bam, it's just there.
Okay,
and it's like us learning how to do it in 30 seconds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of you trying to sneak a peek at it, just glance and come back, but have meaning to it. You're talking to me and you're telling me, so you're going to help me out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it one more time before we tape it.
Okay. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire and be sociable, but I fell in with the fast crowd, and soon I go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It stops odor and wetness. See, when I perspired, I would use anything, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
That was better. That was even better. So now I kind of liked your attitude because you were a little embarrassed. And that was, to me, that was a really good attitude. So I want you to even deepen it more and use it. I don't give a damn about the words. If you miss a word, I don't care.
Okay.
All right. So just, this is an embarrassing thing for a woman, especially a woman who's in control,
Right.
So Patrick, can you time her?
Uh-huh.
All right. Come back, Alicia.
I'm here. Okay.
Start it right to me. No.
Oh,
Don't look away. Into camera. Action. Nope, don't look away. Into camera.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with the fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and sweat. I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It stops odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
25 seconds.
All right, so let's do it again, and I want you to take a little more time, honey.
Okay. And I actually looked off to the side, not even at the script, just off.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Maybe this is a lesson for you to just leave yourself alone. Yeah, now kind of laugh about it. I want you to start thinking about this is so friggin' silly.
It is.
Let's take that first line into camera. I need to see it.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I go to parties and sweat to be sociable. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I perspire, I use anything, but I sweat, so I use dial antiperspirant. Yeah.
Don't judge yourself, or I'll keep you doing this all night.
Okay.
You keep judging your. Forget the number. She's going to start again, Patrick.
Yep. Okay.
And where I think it's affecting you is when you say it helps stop odor and wetness. So say that line 3 times.
It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything.
Okay. And laugh about it. Come on, have fun. Action.
I sweat. When I go to parties and perspire to be social. I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I had a problem. Maybe I knew it. I needed dial antiperspirant. It stops odor and wetness. See, when I perspire, I'd use anything, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Patrick?
Yeah, it was around like 26 seconds. I got a little thrown off because she started over and I didn't have time to reset, but it was probably a little shy of 30 seconds.
Well, that's good because I want you to feel that. So Alicia, can you please take this last line again because you threw it away?
But I sweat, so I use dial antiperspirant.
So I need dial antiperspirant.
Oh, but I sweat, so I need dial antiperspirant.
Okay, so the only thing that you're not doing, babe, is you're not personalizing it. I don't see who you're talking to, and I don't know why you're telling me this. So I'm going to let you do it one more time.
All right.
And I want you to let your. We're at a party. You're the principal of the school, and I'm the principal of another school. And you're telling me this in confidence.
Okay.
And action.
I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd perspire.
Ooh.
I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I used dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I perspired, I would use anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
Don't throw it away. How long was that, Patrick?
It was about 27 seconds.
Okay, so come back and do that last line, please, Alicia. But I sweat.
But I
So
sweat.
I need that.
So I need dial antiperspirant.
See how you're going down with your energy? You got to push it more. Try it again.
But I sweat. So
Take
I
a
need
breath.
dial.
No, take a breath.
Oh.
But I sweat.
But I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
Stress need.
But I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
See how that will help you? And now do it one more time and stress I need.
But I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
There you go. Thank you, sweetheart.
Mhm.
All right, Patrick.
No,
Right.
no mouse.
Where is Patrick?
Right here.
Well, there you are.
Here I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I sweat. I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need dial antiperspirant.
Okay. It was funny. Do you guys see how he would use and hold on to certain words? I sweat.
Sweat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is really nice. So it makes it more personable for us. So come back, Patrick. Somehow you disappeared from me.
Oh, well, I'm here.
Okay. So Patrick, I loved what you did. Can you just tone it down a little bit?
I felt I tend to push, and I felt that, yeah.
Well, you know what? I've always been told by directors, and it was something I never really knew, that if you're bigger, it's better because they know they can tone you down.
Okay.
If you're lower, then they don't know how to bring you up. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just a notch, just a notch.
Okay. You know what this makes me think of? Those Rosanna Dana bits on SNL when Gilda.
Dana.
She talk about like really gross hairballs and
yeah, and I
boogers
get to my nose. Oh God, I loved Rosanna. Oh my God.
So funny.
What a wonderful comedic thing we lost. Oh,
I know.
I loved her. My favorite bit is when she did her special.
Uh-huh.
And the whole beginning of her special is she's running, literally running down the hallway. She's got like 5 minutes and she sits down in front of the mirrors and they go, okay, Rosanna, it's actually 4 minutes. She's like, I got it. I got my toothbrush. And she goes, perfect. And then she looks into the mirror with all that hair. She's got no brush.
Oh.
She's like, ah! She's like looking for a brush.
Oh, that's funny.
Her hair is so big, you're just howling. You know, she doesn't have a brush. It really was her personality. I loved it. Okay, so here we go.
Okay. I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to Dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need Dial antiperspirant.
That was really good. Take that first I sweat too big.
Yep.
Just bring it down a little bit and we're going to be perfect, okay?
Right.
So, Jim, can you...
Yes, I can time him.
Thank you, sweetheart. So I love how you held I sweat, but just you came in too big with it.
Too hot, yep.
So here we go.
Okay.
Action.
I sweat. Oh, I used to go to parties and perspire to be sociable, but I fell in with a fast crowd, and soon I'd go to parties and just plain sweat. I knew I had a problem. Oh, baby, I knew it. So I turned to Dial antiperspirant. It helps stop odor and wetness. See, when I just perspired, I'd use anything, but I sweat. So I need Dial antiperspirant.
30 seconds to the exact point.
You guys, I'm so proud of you. I mean, really, you're all getting, look at Barbara. Barbara, my drama queen, got to 30 seconds. That's damn friggin' good. You know, if everybody come back. Okay, so, oops, I need gallery view. Where's gallery view? Up here. So, I think that you all are beginning to feel what 30 seconds is, and that's really important. But the other thing that's really important too is to feel something. It's not just words. If you noticed how Patrick took pauses, stressed certain words, you know, I sweat, you know, and took an embarrassing subject and made it work, and Jim did too. Alicia used her embarrassment, and I liked it. And Barbara used more of a little sense of humor, and Rebecca was totally a teen, appalled with the whole idea, which was funny. You all are beginning to find hints of how you would adjust automatically to a commercial with how you feel about that product. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's important. That's important. It's again, your intention. How do you feel about it? And I think that when we go to the next commercial, I want you guys just to trust how you do it. And that's predominantly, Alicia, you gotta leave yourself alone on this one. Because maybe you are too close, you know, and I say this with full love to both you and Barbara and Rebecca. You might think of either anti-flare glasses or what do they call it that you put in your eyes?
Contact lenses.
Contact eye.
Yeah, because in a situation like that, not only can your glasses glare, but they can get, the glare will get, like I was seeing with Alicia, the glare was not letting her see the words. That was part of your problem, Alicia, to begin with. And the problem is once you get thrown, you have got to forgive yourself. You must forgive yourself. Laugh about it. Think of the next, I gotta tell you something. After every commercial, I don't care what, after every audition, and Barbara can attest to this, I would go out and buy something. It was better than drinking, it was better than doing drugs, and it was better than smoking, and it was better than beating myself up. I mean, I have a closet filled with shit. I've cleaned out most of it, but I still fill it with shit. Because that was the way that I could just let go of it and buy myself a little gift so I didn't beat myself up. You know, it was nothing really expensive. It might be a pair of earrings, it might have been a scarf, whatever it was. And if I can suggest that to you, because, you know, I've been watching a show, and I'm going to suggest it to you guys. It's that doctor show where he says how stars died.
No, I haven't seen it.
He does not. He reads the autopsy notes. And
I haven't heard of that one.
yeah, it's very interesting. And what's interesting about it is he sums up their lives through prescriptions or drugs or how they push themselves. And this last one that he was talking about was the woman who was in the thing about the Partridge Family or whatever it was.
Oh,
And there's a lady.
Brady Bunch?
Oh, Florence Henderson?
She pushed herself so friggin' hard, you know, and she pushed and pushed. She never stopped pushing. She wasn't doing an overdose of drugs or anything like that. She was just pushing. And he talks about other people like Judy Garland and all that stuff. And it's interesting because most famous stars, this is a sad thing to say, have very unhappy endings. And it's because of all the bullshit that people dump on them. I mean, Judy Garland at the end was doing clubs for $150 a night. $150 a night, Judy Garland. Hello? And, you know, I just want you guys to realize if you're hard on yourself and then everybody else is hard on you, you're going to have a very unhappy life. So you need to be your biggest cheerleader. You need to say, oh, frig it, relax it, have fun with this. This is my time, this is my gas, this is my money, and I'm going to have fun with it, okay?